Welcome to this short video showing you how to create a photo card description activity. This isn't the same as where you're launching an activity live for all the class to see the same photo. It's one where you create it as an exercise that students can complete in their own time at their own pace in class, or that you can set for homework. So first of all, we arrive on our landing page, we see the sessions word, and we see the list of classes that we have, and we're going to join this Year 10 French class. And as we join it, it checks our microphone so we can see that's working, which is useful if we're going to record anything. We go to exercises and then create exercise by clicking on the plus exercise box. We can give this a name, so we're going to call it French photo card description. I could go into further detail and say, call it local area. And then I'm going to put the word French in the language section, which is helpful for searching. I'm going to add some text first of all. So the text is going to give the students the instructions. So I'm going to say, read the instructions below. And I would tell students I could copy and paste some instructions into here, or I could say to the students, look at this photo and describe. And I might want to give them some specifics, such as describe whether the photo is inside or outside, how many people can you see, perhaps describe a specific person. I could give them some sentence starters as well, and I could put anything I want in the target language. If I want to include accents, I can click down here on the virtual keyboard, change it to the correct language, and add, for example, here the E acute. And this virtual keyboard can float wherever I want it to, ready for whenever I need an accent. I'm now going to scroll down because I want to add a file, in this case a picture. We've got different kinds of files here. We've got pictures, audio, videos, and other kinds of documents such as Word documents, PDFs and PowerPoint. So I'm going to click on this picture and I'm going to click on my photo of the town, and the computer is going to add that down the bottom and enabling me to be able to insert it in once it's uploaded. So it's uploaded now, and I can click on these two lines and drag it over. I can put some instructions such as look at the photo. I can type in some alternative text. So I could, for example, put photo of a town in here. And I might also want to then add an advanced recorder activity where the students are going to hear me ask a series of questions about the picture. So I'm going to drag that in now. And I will put some instructions again in here too. So I'll say listen to the questions and answer them. And I always put in here, don't forget to tick voice insert. I do need to remember to save this from time to time, so I'm going to save it. And I'm going to record some audio in here, which will be the series of questions that I want to ask the students. So I would click on this button and I would ask a series of questions. Décris la photo. Qu'est-ce que vous pensez de votre ville? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a pour les touristes dans votre ville? I can play this back and listen to it, check that I'm happy, and I could discard it or upload it. So the computer is now going to upload it ready. But what I do need to remember to do here is click on the teacher recording so that that inputs it and inserts it ready for the student. I'm going to click save. And if I want, I can view it as a student, which is the preview option here. So I've got the first page with the text box, the instructions, got the second page with photo, and then I can move on to the next page where I have the questions, and that's where I have this little voice insert box, which I need to remember to tick. So I'm happy with that, and we've got it here. It's been added in with the description, the name. At the moment, the default is that it's shared, so the students will see it. If I don't want it to be shared, I change that toggle. We're going to share that, and I'm now going to show you what it looks like from the perspective of the student. So we've got this new activity now. We're going in as a student, and we can see our picture. And we can now remember to tick voice insert, press play and listen to the questions and then answer them.
Qu'est-ce que vous pensez de votre ville?
Je pense que ma ville est super, je l'adore. And so on. So what we can do now is then listen to as many questions as we want, insert our voice, and then submit. And let's go back now and see what it looks like from the teacher's perspective. And we can see here that we've got one submission. This was our imaginary student. We can listen to what she said, play that back, and then we can right click on it and give some feedback by typing in some feedback here, or we can record some feedback. Please can you develop your answer, Ella, so that you give more information about the photo. And this means that the student will see this, that they will see that there's a little speech bubble and they can listen. If you want to change, if you want to delete that feedback and then redo it at any time, you click on the red rubbish bin. And then you need to remember to show the feedback to the student, and you do this by changing that. And that means the student will be able to see that feedback. And if we want very quickly, we can see what that will now look like for the student. Sorry, we're on the wrong one. We need to go back into the student version of this. And we can see here that in the French photo card description, there is some feedback. And the student can go to the next page and have a listen to that feedback.